President Trump named John Kelly, who at the time was the Secretary of Homeland Security, to be his White House Chief of Staff, replacing Reince Priebus and setting a new tone at the White House.
He will do a spectacular job, I have no doubt, as Chief of Staff.
President Trump likes generals, and John Kelly brings a decades-long storied military career with a promise of imposing new military-style discipline on what has been an unruly and chaotic White House. The two men didn't know each other before the transition, but Mr. Kelly is straight from central casting, the kind of person that fits what Mr. Trump thinks of as a leader. For his part, Mr. Kelly has talked about being in Mr. Trump's administration as a sense of service to his country, more than something for personal loyalty. During his time at Homeland Security, he clashed frequently with the White House over what he viewed as dysfunction and improper procedures, but he also became a star in Mr. Trump's eyes by cracking down on illegal immigration, principally.
We must undertake a rigorous review and are undertaking a rigorous review of our immigration vetting programs to increase our confidence in the decisions we make relative to visitors and immigrants that travel to the United States.
When it comes to his reputation, Mr. Kelly has bipartisan support, but he's also been criticized by some liberal Democrats and especially members of the Hispanic caucus for what they view as his role at the Department of Homeland Security in imposing a far too harsh crackdown on people who live here illegally and have come over the border. In terms of his positions on key issues, Mr. Kelly is at his core a military man, so if President Trump makes a policy decision, Mr. Kelly is like to snap to attention and say, "Yes, sir." But friends say he will also not hesitate to argue with the president privately, and we know that he's already done that, for example, on the border wall, where he spent a lot of time trying to convince Mr. Trump that there really is no need for a massive barrier along the entire length of the border with Mexico. In terms of what to expect from Mr. Kelly as Chief of Staff, it's likely that he focuses more on the of staff rather than the chief. His moves so far have been to impose a bit of discipline behind the scenes, but people I talk to say he will take his time, assess the staff, and then make changes if he deems it necessary. The big question, how does he deal with people like Ivanka Trump, the president's daughter, and others who he can't fire, but he still needs to keep in line?
General Kelly has the full authority to operate within the White House, and all staff will report to him.